Welcome to Brooks Stadium, and a unique environment in college football because when you see the teal field, you know the Chanticleers aren't far behind. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the Marshall Thundering Herd taking on a team from the American, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. Coming out with it, it's Simpkins. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Chanticleers offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Let's take a step back, talk big picture Coastal Carolina. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. And the Chanticleers line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Wants to return it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. So Marshall's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game, running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. Back to pass, it's Turner. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover. And he's...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it off?
They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He is caught downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The shot that clears will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Barber. Bringing the heat. Finding an escape route. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's John. Oh, out of space. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Using his legs, it's Simpkins. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like, first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
And the shot that clears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They want to run this quarterback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Big early test for both teams in this opening game of the season. It's 3rd and goal. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gets it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And and he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 8 over Tulane. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Sets up the screen. Nice move there. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Now, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Robinson. He's loose. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man, ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Here's the handoff. Fights off the defender. Got enough space, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Looking to pass, it's Turner. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. Now the play fake. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simpkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed. It doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The shot that clears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Turner. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Marshall will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A low line drive and short kick. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Chanticleers will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking for room, it's Allen. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Unloads it left. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
They punted away on fourth down. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll immediately call timeout.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Turner. Got it in the middle, it's Harmon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it in the middle. It's Harmon. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Marshall.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football at it.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Off play action. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really, really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Here comes the heat. The short hands, it's Payne. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
QB draw. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
The shot that clears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the shot that clears are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Tucker. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to fire. Using the quick game. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The shot that clears with the 1st and 10.
Another shot to clear.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
He's got him. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the shot that clears once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost have put quite a drive together. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a gap. It's John. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Between the uprights, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Turner. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Marshall needs a near miracle on this third and long. On the move, it's Allen. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. Fourth down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He'll pitch it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third down, going up top. A little screen to the running back. Turning on the Jets. Lots of first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Shanta clears have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Simpkins. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Coastal Carolina.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quarterback running on the draw. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run through. Touchdown, shot to clear. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by 7 over NC State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Marshall quick to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you do.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The give as they work on that clock. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the shot that clears come to the line, needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Makes it past the marker. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The shot that clears had this offense rolling. Trying to turn the corner on the right. It's a seam wide open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
And the shot that clears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Coastal Carolina.
The shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the